What's going on, guys? I hope everyone's having a great day. And today I want to show you guys what it is that I'm going to be watching during October, which is right around the corner. And we got a bunch of horror movies here that I'm going to show you guys. And I mean, some of these are essentials, they're musts. And well, the first handful I'm going to show you are a huge no-brainer and something that you should expect of me. So let's go ahead and get started. Some of these are franchises as well, so some of these I'm going to have to make like an entire day or 2 days out of watching them, which is perfectly fine with me. Yeah, so anticipation of the new film that's coming out October 14th. Well, I shouldn't say anticipation, more like I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it is the way to put it, but the immortal classic, John Carpenter's Halloween. I've already said everything that I can say about this. It's a classic, it's a must, it's, to me, the Halloween classic, so definitely that. And to go with that, it's far inferior sequel, Halloween 2. Not the hugest fan of Halloween 2. I like parts of it. I'm not really a big fan of the sequels as it is, but I still enjoy watching them during October. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. This, to me, I think is probably the best sequel in the franchise, for sure. Of course, the best sequel in the franchise that has Michael Myers in it is going to come a little later. Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. This is actually an okay movie. The mask is a little but you know, it's got some good stuff in it. It does have some good stuff in it. All right, Halloween 5: The Revenge of Michael Myers. You know, I used to rag on this movie a lot, but I will say ever since 2018 and Kills, I've looked back on the older sequels with a much more positive light, to say the least. All right, Halloween 6: Curse of Michael Myers. Very neat and unique film. When I say neat, this film is probably one of the most atmospheric in the franchise. And like I said, it is very unique, to sugarcoat it, I guess. This one's an interesting one. It's not necessarily great by any means. All right, we got the sequel that I think is the best in the franchise involving Michael Myers, Halloween H2O. Even though I watched this movie the other night, this movie has just so much rewatch value. I really like some of the themes that they kind of delve into in this movie, regarding trauma and Laurie's alcoholism and the PTSD and whatnot. I just think they do a really good job with that. I mean, this movie's got some shitty moments in it as well, but I think H2O is actually a fun watch from time to time. All right, Halloween as Halloween Resurrection. Not really much to say there. All right, we got one that I recently watched with Everyday Horror, Rob Zombie's Halloween. I appreciated it more within that rewatch with Everyday Horror. It's still not a great movie, but compared to what we're getting now, Rob Zombie's Halloween looks like a masterpiece. As well as Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I managed to pick up the theatrical version on DVD. This one's actually really hard to find, though, but I do prefer the theatrical version, and I actually prefer this movie to the first Halloween from Rob Zombie. My rationale for this one, though, is I think it's a good slasher horror movie. I just don't think it's a very good Halloween movie, if that makes sense. But yeah, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Alright, speaking of one that I don't think is a good Halloween movie at all, Halloween 2018. You know, when I first saw this, I thought it was alright. It was cool to see the original mask back, or a mask that looked like the original mask 40 years later. But now when I watch this one's kind of a snoozer for me. It's just really boring. I feel like this movie is just a watered down H2O is really what it is. It does some things like the mask and the portrayal of, well, I just didn't say the portrayal, the mask better of Michael Myers, but it doesn't do anything else better than H2O, in my opinion. And we've got probably the worst movie in the franchise, Halloween Kills. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one, but That's all in build up to Halloween Ends, which God help us. All right, now breaking away from Halloween, we've got Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses. I absolutely adore this movie. And I know Rob Zombie's a controversial filmmaker. I'm somebody that's liked most of his stuff, mostly. I have not seen the new Munsters. It looked kind of shitty, but I'll still have to check it out anyway. But House of a Thousand Corpses and Rob Zombie's The Devil's Rejects. This to me is Rob Zombie's masterpiece. It's still not like a perfect movie. I truly think that there is a true masterpiece in Rob Zombie, but Rob Zombie's really his problem to me is that he's a great director, but he's not a good writer. But I think that his style of writing fits this movie really well. So I enjoy The Devil's Rejects. All right, probably my favorite horror movie of all time, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I did a huge freaking video essay on that, so I'm not gonna get too much into that. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I'm rewatching this to give it another shot. Really, I haven't seen this movie really in a long time, so I know it's really crazy, really wild, really out there. But like I said, I'm gonna give it another look. So that's the one in the franchise I've seen the least. Is Part 2. All right, Nightmare on Elm Street, classic movie. My personal favorite in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, Nightmare on Elm Street 2. To me, probably the most overrated in the franchise, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. Probably one of the most mediocre movies in the franchise, Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. And now we're getting into borderline unwatchable. Nightmare on Elm Street 5. I think I've seen this movie one time, and I really don't remember it. And we've got a piece of inhumane dog shit, but I'm still gonna have to stomach it anyway, just because it's a big marathon. Freddy's Dead. That is a cinematic abortion, in my opinion. And we got a movie that's much better than the previous three that I showed. Fucking Dream Master, fucking New Nightmare. Fuck's wrong with me? I actually enjoy this one. I think it's actually a pretty solid movie. All right, probably my second favorite vampire movie behind The Lost Boys. We've got Fright Night. Good movie. Good little horror comedy. We've got The Others with Nicole Kidman. I wish those dogs would quit barking, man. Yeah, this is one that I'm not gonna say much about it. There's an amazing plot twist, is all I have to say, and it's just a really good atmospheric ghost story, haunted house kind of movie. So, yeah, The Others. This is one that I make sure to watch every October. The Crow. I know it's not really a horror movie, but it's just got that really dark Halloween atmosphere, and that's something that I'll always go back and watch this movie for every October. And it's just such a good movie. All right, we got one here. That's probably another one of my favorite horror movies of all time. And I know people like the second one better. I don't like the second one at all. I prefer this one. Wolf Creek. I absolutely love this movie. This movie to me is just gripping and nail-biting, man. It's just so brutal, and goddamn, to me, it's a horror classic. A lot of people probably wouldn't agree. A lot of people prefer the second one. I hate the second one. I like this one much better. All right, we got a little monster movie here. It's kind of a guilty pleasure. I know it's not a good movie, but The Cave. Yeah, say what you want about this one. I know there's people that think this movie's terrible. I don't think it's terrible. I think it's fun. I mean, I know it has like a 12 on Rotten Tomatoes, but I think it's got its fun moments. I don't know what's going on here. We got the dual pack here, Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2. Hellraiser 1 to me is a classic. Hellraiser 2 is pretty good, and as well we've got Hillary, fucking Hellraiser. This is like the 6-movie collection, and let's see, it goes from Part 3, Part 4, Part 5, Part 6, Part 7. It goes all the way up to Part 8, and those are just the ones with Doug Bradley as Pinhead, and to me, that's the only Pinhead. I know there's a new one coming out. I'm probably gonna draw a lot of controversy for this. I'm probably not gonna watch it, mainly just because it's hard for me to separate Doug Bradley from Pinhead. So, I mean, I still might check it out anyway. I don't know. I don't know. I might check out the new Hellraiser, but I'm gonna be watching probably at least up to part 4. I'm probably not gonna watch all of the films, but Bloodline and Inferno and Hellseeker and all of them are just absolutely terrible. Deader is a little bit better than Inferno and Hellseeker, and Hellworld has its fun moments in it, but yeah, those are all spec scripts though. Anything past 4 is not a true Hellraiser movie though. So, got probably my favorite exploitative horror movie of all time. I Spit on Your Grave. I know it's not really like a spooky movie or anything like that. It's an exploitation horror, but the horror of this movie is just it's so gut-wrenching and so brutal and so macabre that it's one that I tend to like to visit during the fall season. I don't know why. There's not really like any fall atmosphere, but it's just so macabre and so just gut-wrenching. I swear to God, those dogs are pissing me off. And for the final one, we've got The Evil Dead. I adore this movie. Now, I do prefer the second one, but I don't own the second one or the third one. I should rectify that, but I'm definitely going to be watching The Evil Dead. I probably will watch 2 and 3 and the remake as well, but yeah, that's really it. So what are you guys going to be watching this October? Let me know in the comments below, and yeah, I mean, what did you guys think of my little stack here? So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe button, and I'm out. Peace.